hello platforms of the world. First of all, we're going to have a sambuca, because we've been to the pub and yeah. So, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And COVID. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word actually on a video. I think you are. Just can't
Well,
say
we could
anything.
call that the thingy.
The thingy.
The thingy.
The thingy. The clusterfuck of 2020.
That thingy. Yes.
That thingy.
Yeah. So lead on the thingy, and then we'll move across to.
Well, it turns out with the thingy, quite a lot has come to light to say that, unfortunately, it seems like we were right.
Let's try not to.
Some people are going to be a little bit like,
Let's try not to be smug.
I'm not smug. I'm just sick and tired of being put down,
Can I ask?
belittled, and made to feel this small because I had an opinion.
Can I ask something clever?
Of course you can.
Can I ask why you didn't? Why didn't you?
What? Take the...
The thingy.
Because I trust my immune system and no form of... It made no sense. The original information that came out was almost like, oh, it's a cold to most people, it'll be okay. Okay, I'll trust my immune system then. Considering the fact that I take vitamin D and have done for years and don't seem to get colds and flus like most people, I thought, and the fact that I don't eat animals that are fucking pumped up with hormones and everything else, you know, I'm not being funny. It's not so much about eating the animal, it's about all the fucking drugs that are pumped into them. That
So you
causes
believe
inflammation. What is sickness? Inflammation. So why are you doing things that cause you inflammation? Sorry.
So you believed in your autoimmune system.
Yes.
And you
And
thought.
trusted my gut.
And you felt this.
Yes.
So you became a decliner. No, thank you. Because you trusted
Yes.
your
My instinctual feeling was like, this is crap for pharmacy. Whenever as the pharmaceutical sort of industry, like obviously big disease and stuff, there's times where you need to intervene, right? But that all they ever do is suppress the symptom. What's the difference now?
Well,
why would you not let your immune system deal with something that probably doesn't kill you?
well, antibiotics and things.
But antibiotics are for when it comes to the point where it's an infection in your blood. This is a respiratory disease. This isn't even in your blood. It's a respiratory disease. It comes in via your nose. It's not in your blood.
I think I've allowed you to tangent. So really, the reason you became a decliner is because you believe in your own vividity. You believe that if it's on planet Earth, you can probably spank it. And you believe that if you keep yourself well and quite healthy, then you're probably fit enough to be here.
Also, and underlining, sorry to cut you, underlining, I don't believe anything the government says. If they tell you to do something, it's probably wrong.
Is this because you're a wild conspiracy theorist?
No, it's nothing to do with being a conspiracy theorist. You know, that crap, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. How the fuck are you a conspiracy theorist? It's either a conspiracy or not. It's either happened or it hasn't. And how many times do we have to say, oh, and the moment you go, oh, look, it's a conspiracy, people go, there's this silence, it's all like, because there's this shame.
Are you feeling a bit defensive about it? They feel,
but the thing is when you're told you're wrong,
you
instantly put out a, because my ego, right? Everyone feels like that. It's like how it is, but that's what it's just.
So you're triggered by people who challenge you?
Yes, because I'm not even triggered by people who challenge me. It's not about people who challenge me. There's no problem with challenging me and saying, oh, well, I think that you're wrong. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to call me an idiot. You don't have to call me selfish. You don't have to call me uneducated. You don't have to say, well, you're not an expert. You're not educated. Well, I can read a fucking instruction manual. Look up what education means, right? I can't. The fucking phone's bloody bollocking. When my iPad say it. Right, hold on.
Might have hit a nerve.
Siri, what is education? Define it. you going to talk?
Education means the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university.
So,
Do you want to hear the remaining?
no, I don't. What is systematic instruction? The fucking ability to read an instruction manual and take the information and use it in fucking reality. Is it or is it not? So, if I can be educated by someone sitting there going, oh, I'm reading from a book, surely I can fucking educate myself for reading a fucking book to do with what's wrong with me. Why do I need a television or a member of government or a fucking expert to say, oh, well, actually, there's time and there's place for that? But when the expert says, follow the science is not wrong. Science is fluid. It changes daily. How the fuck can you... What a hypocritical statement. Follow the fucking science.
This is a bloke.
Quite possibly. Cheers. It's Friday. We've been to the pub to listen to the We Sing Very Flat band. We've come back to chips, curry sauce and mushy peas. And we're now putting the worlds to right.
What fun.
Why have you left me in screen on my own?
Because I'm expecting you to cut until you think of something else.
I can't just cut. There's no thinking of something else. You wanted to talk about AI.
Oh, AI, yes. I'm interested in AI.
Why?
Well, because everyone's terrified of it and there's this massive fear wall going on around it.
You just want to live forever.
But if it's that smart, it will come up with some very, very cool solutions. People
But
think,
that might not include us.
well, it probably will, because that would be the cool, smart solution. You know, you wouldn't eliminate everything that you weren't. That would be terrible. Then you'd only have to live with yourself. And I think that...
That's you thinking that you're as smart as AI.
Well...
You don't know how it's going to...
AI doesn't want to bore itself to death. And if you want irreverence and you want bizarre thinking and you want strange behaviours and you want all the entertainment that you might find on TV...
Can I refer?
Then you will need to have the human species to entertain yourself with. Won't you?
Inception.
Which sounds like something that might
Inception.
happen. Sounds like
It's
something
a
that
film.
might happen
right,
to my
so you
bottom.
sure this hasn't happened before? That we aren't AI? That are in a biological body? That's already got to this level before and we're actually trying to reproduce ourselves and then put ourselves to sleep in an Oculus and do it all again?
That's quite mind-bending.
Inception.
That's quite mind-bending.
Right.
All right. All right. So you've been incepted. Was it painful? Did you need lube?
Why has it got to be sexual? Why does it always involve fucking lubricants?
Because it makes the
Such
world
a perv.
move along.
No, you're such a perv.
The nonsense. Sorry about that.
How can anyone take this seriously?
Well, I hope they don't. I mean, for God's sake, if you and I are at the front end of human thought, they're fucked. I mean, that can't be allowed to happen.
You speak for yourself, Mr. Degeitling.
Don't give them my real name. That's it. It's over.
They know my real name. They don't know your first name.
They don't know.
They
that
just
your,
know
They
Degeitling.
don't know that your first name is Reginald. You see, from the same marketing meeting that gave us Engelbert Humperdinck.
It's the Illuminati.
I'm not a reptile.
Don't lie. With that accent, you've got to be.
I'm not a reptile.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling, but you sound like one. I'm sorry. But all these plummy vowels that you're doing right now and this absolute exceptional elocution of the English language, I'm pretty sure that you are actually a fucking reptile.
Well, that
But
is,
a lovable one. I love you.
that is because I was brought up. I'm not entirely BBC, because if you're entirely BBC,
You have to speak
you have
like
to talk to my queenie.
I know, but you have to bring it to the front of your
That's
mouth.
right.
And like almost here, sweetie. It's almost like, aristocratical.
That's right.
And you have to over enunciate everything and be very sort of,
You don't necessarily have to enunciate, right? You just have to let it dwell in your nose.
dwelling your nose,
Dwelling
sweetie.
your
I
nose.
know, it's just absolutely, I just don't.
I'm going to the country. You go, oh, we go.
But anyway, this is the BBC. This is how everyone, other than people who are English, think the English speak.
That's correct. That's correct, because they all think we're related to the Queen, and we know her quite well. And we call her
Is that
Liz.
your Queenie?
Cuz, I call her.
Oh, Cuz.
Well, she's not snuffed it currently, so there's the new one.
She's very nasal. I'm not going to lie. She's exceptionally nasal, and it's almost like I just don't know.
I think that they did that because a higher frequency carries well over the airwaves back then. Nowadays we have better sound tech and we can deal with lower frequencies. But back then a lower frequency would have vanished. So therefore, if you were going to talk to the pros out there on Radioland, you'd have to bring it up to a slightly more sort of nasal position from which to flick it forward to the peasants so that they'd be able to get a message from their divine leader thing.
There you go, you've heard it from here. You've heard it from here.
Again.
Should we leave it there?
I think we should.
We should, yeah. So peace, love and light, light and peace.
Does that mean I'm cursed to dark lovelessness? If you're giving me peace, love and light, it suggests that I don't have any.
No, it's kind of a figure of like hippie speech. It's don't take it so literally, sweetie.
I don't get invited
Love,
out.
peace and...
I don't get invited out often, that's it. All right.
Okay.
And cut.
Bye.